case we see the bottom. This is one of the most common cases where basically you're seeing the bottom of the heel, like this, right? And it's going into the leg like this, and you see a little bit of the top, but mostly the bottom of the pad and the big toes. And is this the case you're talking about?
It's more pointed, more like a ballerina pointing her toes.
Imagine when maybe
It's like this.
Like this.
Oh, that from the side?
Yeah.
Like
and
three
like when
quarters.
you're standing up, and then it's kind of like that.
Well, this is actually the hardest one here, is when
Yeah.
the foot is coming out like this, and you're looking at the pad.
We're almost like the foot and the leg. Become like
That's
one
easier.
shape.
Basically, you're looking at 3/4, so you're looking at something like, again, I would start out with a triangular shape. So here's the leg going into the foot. Here's the, but now you essentially want it to. So it's more like 3/4. Like I almost draw a center line down it, where this is on the inside. This is my big toe. There's the pad, and then I have the other toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You talking about this case?
are you talking about like?
More point.
I wonder if you're not talking about like when Lori's like doing one of her reclining poses, and she's
Well,
got a
that would be
leg,
this case, so.
and she's got a leg out into oblivion,
Your
and
face is the other direction.
she's sticking it.
You're seeing the top of the foot.
You got to show me exactly which case you're talking about. You got me lost.
We need a foot model.
I need a foot model. I mean, it's not this, it's not this. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Alright. Like that.
Oh, you're talking about if I'm like
Like,
this?
if you're like pointing the,
Like this?
if you're, I think they're talking about like when you point a
So
foot.
like
Like
Pointing
this?
out, pointing away.
that.
Pointing
Yeah,
at-
like
no,
Lori and Jim when they recline, they'll have their leg like over the knee of another one, and they'll have their leg out,
Oh, okay, so-
and it looks like a knife.
All right, let me just cover another case. If, a lot of times you'll have a case like where they're standing on the ball of their foot. Okay, what happens there is there's a hinge in the foot. So in that case, let me do that case first, and I'll do the one you just showed me. But that's another case that's basically, because the foot is hinged, you have two shapes to deal with.
There we go.
Okay, so basically you go into the heel, but then there's a hinge in the foot that it basically would break this thing up. So the person's really standing on the ball of their foot like this. Okay, that's one case that you see a lot of, where the model will actually have her weight lifted off the foot. She's standing on this part here. Okay, the other case you're talking about is where they have a foot coming at me and it's pointed right at me. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Let's start with that one.
All right, let me get a little piece of paper here. I should have you run the camera for this now.
I am.
Yes.
I turn it back on, dude.
Okay, good. Good call, Mike.
I got that thing. I got that. I got it all.
Okay. Let me see if I can find the one you're talking about, right?
So, hey Dan, just simply draw every possible conceivable position the foot will ever possibly be
I'm
in.
gonna draw. I'm not gonna. This is on YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube. So you're talking about a case where the model is actually pointing their foot out towards you like this.
Yes.
Or just pointing your foot in general.
Pointing
You're
it.
talking about this case where the foot is actually pointed out towards you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I go in through the leg. There's the ankle bone, the heel, and then you have the front of the foot, and then you see part of the under pad, and you see the big toe sort of sticking up, and then you see like the toes on top of the pad. That's the only other possible case you're talking about, right? Is that what you're talking
That's
about?
close. That's close.
Okay.
I think they
That's
want it.
foreshortened.
I think he wants to see it from the side. I think he
I'll
wants
try
to
the
see
same-
it
that's
non-foreshortened.
from the side.
Like if you're looking at it
Side?
straight from the side, what you're going to see, which should just kind of be like almost like a hand. I think that's it.
Like this?
Yeah, except for the foot's pointed. So we point the foot.
Yeah.
All right, this is it. I'm not
Up
going.
close.
This is the last.
Now, you got too much of an angle between the
Yeah.
foot and the.
Let me see if I can.
Dan, make the angle of incidence between the ankle and the leg as close to 180 degrees as possible.
Like that.
Okay, so
Is that
you-
what you're talking about?
is that what you? This is it.
Yeah. Point.
That's what he's talking about.
That's very simple. That's just basically this. And the shape is essentially a triangle that looks like that. Okay, and you got the heel bone, you got the heel, and then the foot
Remember,
is
they're
rolling
looking at
over.
it- They're looking at it from that side.
Yes, yes.
You're looking at it like this.
Well, I am.
No, he's got it right. He's got it right. He's got it
I'm rolling
right.
it over. I mean, this is 3/4. So the small toe would be here. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. The big toe would be up here like that, usually sticking out. and you'd actually see some of the underpad.
You see, I think this probably seems really easy to Dan, but seems really hard to some other people.
Okay, cut it, Nick.